tower, or basically twisting hotel tower. So I will be sharing my screen. So we will be creating one twisting tower, which we have already covered in our last video. But in this, we will be adding hotel rooms. So for example, if I show you one layout for a hotel room, it's a very typical layout of a hotel room. And the grid we are following is 3.2 meters. So from here to here, it's 3.2 meter. And from here, it's the double of 3.2 meter. The size can be vary from uh, hotel rooms from places to place, but we are keeping it as a typical thing. Now, if I talk about the hotel room or a hotel plan, so if this is my typical layout, then a corridor would be running like this, and the same layout will be copied over like this in a mirror form. So what we have done, we have created this as a family, and then we can replicate it in a twisting tower with the help of Dynamo. So how can we do that? So first of all, we'll open one project. In this, we first need to create some levels, let's say 100 levels, or maybe some levels till 100 meter. So we'll open Dynamo. Now how to automatically create levels. So we'll type level by elevation. This we have already covered in the twisting tower video, but I'm repeating it for now. Now for levels, I need to create a sequence from 0 to 100, or a range from 0 to 100 meter, and 3 meter height at each level. So what we can do, 0 to 100 and 3 meter height for each level. So 1 second. Yeah, my list is ready. At every 3 meter, we have one level like this. So I will be connecting this to this, and my levels has been created. So here you can see it's basically taking value. So I will change the units from to meter. Yep. So my levels is created now from 0 to 100. So first of all, we'll need to change the level names. As you can see, my level names is starting from 36. Okay, which is totally incorrect. So what we can do, second, I can start it from 3 maybe, or let's start it from 0 only. Mm, yep. Now setting up its name. So I need to introduce set parameter name by value by name. So the element would be this one. Parameter name would be name, and the value would be from, let's say, 0 to, now see carefully, we have 34 levels in total. As you can see, we have 34 levels in total. So we'll create a sequence from 0 to 34 like this. And then we can add level in as a prefix to each of them. So what we can do, we can add like this string, and then we can type level. So it will become level 0, level 2 like this. And then we can connect this to this one. So my all the name of the levels has been changed perfectly. Then I will simply clean up my Dynamo file by Control L, and that it has been cleaned up. Next thing which I wanted to do is to create a rectangular profile. Okay, and a rectangular profile will be in a grid of 3.2 by 6.4, or maybe 3.2 by 3.2. So what I will do, this is 6.4, then this would be 3.2, which is the corridor, then this would be again 6.4. So the total comes out to be 12.8 plus 3.2, which is almost 16 meters. So I will create one rectangle. Okay, in rectangle, my width would be almost 12.8, yeah, 16 meters width. Length I can take as many as I want. So let's say in 3.2 multiple I can take 38.4 or maybe 40, like this. Okay, and the plane. Now for plane I will type out plane, or I can switch on the Revit background preview like this. For origin I want point by coordinates, and the coordinate Z value would be this one, because we want to create rectangle on each floor. So like this. Now next would be is to rotate all these geometries in a sequence. So I will type rotate geometry. I can take this. The geometry would be this one. Plane would be this one. And degrees would be in a sequence of, let's say, I want to rotate it till 45 degrees. And how many numbers are there? The numbers are 34. So I will simply type out 34. I can put hashtag like this. So as you can see, from 0 to 45, it has created a range in division of 34 degrees. Sorry, 34 number from 0 to 45. So I can connect this to this, and it will rotate every geometry like this, starting from 0, then whatever the degree is, like this. To avoid confusion, I can simply hide the original rectangle, which is this one. I can hide it up. Now only this is visible. Okay. Now I want to create floor out of this geometry. So I will simply type out floor, floor by outline, floor type, and levels. So level would be these ones. Floor type. For floor type, I first need to see. 1 second. For floor types, we have by default all these types. So I can duplicate this one and rename it as 150. Floor slab. And I can change it to like this. Now in flow type, I can select my 150 thick slab. And for outline curve, obviously we need to connect this, but currently this is a geometry. For outline curve, we first need to convert it to curves. So I will type polycurve to curves. So from here and then here. Oops. Mm, 1 second. Yep. But I think that has not been duplicated. I will duplicate it again. Okay. So now if I select only the floors, all the floors are 150 thick. Now, next is we have created the floor slabs. Now, if I open or create a new floor plan that is for level 0, I will first switch off the Revit background. Yeah. Now we can see our floor plate like this, and on the other floors it will be rotating automatically. If I go to floor plan, let's set 11, so it will be rotated. Now we want to put that family, the family which I've showed earlier, this family at certain instances. Okay, so for that, first of all, what I have done, I have made it as a separate family, a nested family. This I have put in a nested family where two units are basically mirrored of each other. Why mirror of each other? Because whenever we load into the family, this unit will automatically be a mirror of this one. So what I have done, I have placed the same family mirror to each other and gave it a visibility parameter that is type A and type B, and just a mirror copy of each other. So if I load it into the project, if I load into the project, this family looks something like this. Sorry, what you can do, you can change it from here and it will be mirrored like this. Okay, and it has a visibility parameter like this. So very simple thing all of you can do. Now, next point is if we want to place this family, obviously we need to divide this line segment and this line segment into certain areas or certain divisions. And that division will be in the numeric value of 6.4 meter. Why 6.4 meter? Because this is 3.2, then this will be 3.2. So basically we need to divide it into 6.4. So what we will do, we will simply put node point on curve. Yeah, this one, point at segment length. So first of all, we need to set the curve. Okay, and what will be the curve? The curve will be the geometry rotate or these ones. So in this one, obviously we need to select this line and this line. In polycurves, it will be a combination of all the 4 lines. So we need to select only this and this. So how will we do that? So as you can see, for each floor slab, there are 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I go to the length, 2 lengths are 16, which is this one, and 2 lengths are 38.4, which is this one. So we need to filter out the value of this one and this one. So how can we do that? So for that, we will simply get item at index. The list will be this one, and we need to filter out this value and this value. So we'll take out 0. If I take out 0, what it will be there? It is basically filtering out this whole 0, but I want to filter out 0, then 0 and 2. So I will use here levels, and you will see zeros from this division will be filtered out. So all zeros are 38.4, and now here all curves are 38.4, which is the length or the maximum length, this one. So I want to connect this index to this one. So my segment length from here to here, and the division or the segment length will be 6.2. So what I will do, I will simply type out 6.2. So as you can see, it is creating only one point, but I want to create multiple points. So I will do 0 till 38.4, then 6.2. So it is creating these many points. Okay, sorry, 6.4. My bad. Yeah, like this. Now, if I go to 3D, so these points have been created. If I switch on the background preview, so you will see these points have been created. But the point is, it is creating on another levels. It is not creating on each level. So what we will do, we will simply uh, put this lacing to cross product, and it will create points on each level like this. By cross product, we can put curves or points at each level. Now we have got point, we have family, and now just we need to place them up. So we'll put instance at point, this one, instance at point. So point will be this one. Now family type, family type, and the family was unit, typical unit like this. We can put it here. So you will see all the units has been placed. It's just that the placement is incorrect. We need to rotate them up, but the typical units has been placed. Now if I go to this one, you will see the families is basically placed at what you say 45 degree. I need, oh sorry, 90 degree. I need to rotate it 90 degree. If I go to 3D, you will see this family I need to rotate it 90 degree here. But this family I need to rotate it basically 90 plus 45, which is 135 degree. So I need to rotate Yeah, I need to rotate the families from 90 degree to 135 degree. So I will create a range from 90 degree to 135 degree, and the number of levels are 34. So I will use hashtag 34. So you will see 90 to 135 like this. Now I will simply connect this to this one and it will rotate up like this. This is still incorrect. Let me check. If I go to level 0, on level 0, oops, my bad, it needs to be mirrored. So I can use the other family, that is type B. So you will see it's coming out to be fine from here till here. And if I go to 3D, it is coming out to be fine, but not at this one. So if I make it negative 135, that is 45. Yep. Now it's coming out to be fine. At level 0, it's fine. And in the top level, it's also fine. All the balconies are outside. So this is how we can create the facade. One last thing which is left is if I go to level 0, you will see my floor slab is still here and it is creating one extra unit. So if we go back to this one, what we can do, basically we need to remove one unit from here. So if I minus 6.4 from here, it will be around 32. Nope, not 32. It is removing from there. So I will do it 38.4 only, but this would be 6.4. Yeah, now it's coming out to be fine. So now it's coming out to be fine like this. And then we can repeat the same procedure on the other end. On the other end, we need this node, all these nodes. So what I can do, I can simply copy paste this node. The list will be this one only. Nope, I need to copy these nodes as well. And this time I will filter out the second length. And then we can connect this to this one. And you will see the units are created here as well. It's just that we need to uh, mirror them up. So for mirror, we will use the type A instead, like this. And this is done. It's just that it is shifted here. So for here, we will start at 0. It is coming out to be fine. And this to be 32. Yep. So our hotel with twisting tower has been done. It's pretty simple and it has created the rotation automatically. Your units has also been placed. I can show you in plan as well. So this is looking somewhat like this. Now if I show you the other plan, it is looking like this. I can switch off the background preview. Yeah. If I create another level plan, let's say 16. So it is rotated like this. Thank you guys. Bye.